Hey guys, welcome to Lipsshoesandissues. I'm Jeannie. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going old school today. I don't know what it was, but I just thought it would be fun to go back and use some of the makeup that I used to use when I was a teenager and in my 20s. So I really had to go shopping to see if they still had some of the stuff that I used to wear, because some of them I just loved. They were staples for me. I was young. I was just learning about makeup and skincare. I worked at a drugstore, so I was able to try. It was an endless amount of products that I was able to try because I worked at the drugstore and I got probably a discount when I bought them. And I was able to find a couple of things that were my staples, such as the Covergirl Clean Foundation. Now, I bought the same color that I used to wear. Is this going to work on me? I have no idea. Also, when in my 20s, when they came out with the stick foundation, I loved stick foundation. This is the Revlon. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Instafix. I know this isn't the same one that I used to wear, but I am going to need to use this on my spots, so I am going to add that in. Great Lash Mascara. All the Maybeline eyeliners, the Covergirl powder if I need it, and when Mac came out probably in my 20s, maybe before that, I didn't know anything about it if so. So I do have a MAC eyeshadow in haux, H-A-U-X, which I know was a favorite of mine, so I have that. I actually this is one that I keep buying because I do love it. I love this color. I have the Covergirl Simply Ageless Triple Action Concealer. Now, I didn't wear concealer back then, but I have it here just in case. It is a drugstore, and let's see if I can use it. Let's see if it works. I don't know. Let's see. Lipsticks. I had favorite lipsticks. I had one favorite lipstick, honestly. I was a Revlon girl when it came to lips. I loved Revlon because it didn't have a smell or a taste. The L'Oreal, I loved their colors, I really did, but the smell, I could not take that fragrance and the taste. I just couldn't, and it was a shame because I did love the color. So I would go to Revlon quite a bit. And the one favorite, oh my goodness, that I used to use was, where is it? Naughty Plum. Plum, I looked good in Plum. I don't think I look good in Plum anymore, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I loved Plum, and I remember wearing a lot of Plum shirts to match my lips. I also have these, which I think two of them were my favorites in my 20s, but I'm just going to try them all anyway. Shameless, so Revlon, and these are all from Revlon. So Shameless, Matte 014, Pick Me Up, Matte 003, Make It Pink 015, and Smoky Rose 245. I think Smoky Rose came later when the nudes started getting a little popular, but I don't remember Smoky Rose. I'm just going to go ahead and try it. I also have Maybeline Mauve for Me in 373. Maybelline, I wasn't really big on, but I loved mauve back then. Will it work on me right now? I don't know. This was my staple blush, Tarte Flush, the Cheek Stain. They stopped making this, and they just recently brought it back, I think, within the last year. So why they stopped making it, I don't know, but I loved this color in Flush. I don't know if it's going to work with my foundation, though. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And I also love the Benefit tints. This one I have in Love Tint. I also have a Flush color in Love Tint, but I'm not going to use that because I already have the Tarte. So let's get started. Now, I am going to use makeup brushes. I didn't use makeup brushes back then. I used my fingers. I didn't use sponges. I don't even know if that was very popular back then to use brushes. It might have been with your eyeshadow, but anyway, just going to go for it. So this is going to be really crazy because, you know, your skin changes as you get older. And I just remember loving these so much that I'm like, what happened? Why did I change? Was it the luxury makeups? I think once they came out with luxury makeups and I realized that I have so many other beautiful choices that I kind of started going in that direction and, you know, neglecting the drugstore selections at that point. You know, when you get older, you want to, you know, you want to For some reason, you think the luxury makeup is better for your skin as you get older. I don't know why. It's like a worth thing. If it costs more, it's got to work better. And I went through a big period of my life when I thought that that was actually true, and it's not. But, so, has that Noxzema smell? Brings me back, seriously. That Noxzema smell in the foundation that made you feel like it was clean makeup. Is the Covergirl actually clean makeup? It is not. Clean has a different meaning today than it did back then. But I hope that this color still works for me. I shook it up. Oh God, that ain't gonna work. Okay, they still don't do the pump with that, huh? This has to be the OG because they'd put a pump on it by now, but woo, look at that. So I'm gonna start that over. Be a little bit more careful, Janie. Woo, okay. So that's it. Very, very liquidy and a rosy color, like a pink undertone, I'd say. I'm going to use my e.l.f. foundation brush for this. This is hilarious. I'm going to dab it in instead of... Now, is this a full coverage? I cannot remember. And it's funny. I completely went in and cleaned my face really well and cleaned my pores. And I ended up with a bit of a breakout right here. And probably right here on my nose. Here and here. And therefore, when I had breakouts when I was a teenager, kind of recreated that. I need a little bit more foundation. Surprisingly. I cannot remember if this is a full coverage or not, and I can't vouch for it. I can't, like, say if it is. I just can't remember. Did I wear full coverage back in my teenage years? I don't even know what full coverage was back then. I just used to read a lot of Cosmopolitan magazines. My sister had a load of them, and I would, oh my goodness, I was into those magazines like you wouldn't believe. I would recreate looks, recreate hairstyles. I love the like this look, this wavy look with the bandana and big earrings. I was so into that, and it was a little bit ahead of my time considering, you know, my location. I don't live in California, so it wasn't like everybody got my style. They did not, but my style was definitely different, and I didn't care about going out there and doing something different. I remember I used to tie, back in the day when the pants, well, people were wearing bell bottoms, but they, in the Cosmopolitan, the models were wearing pants that were kind of baggy, but then tapered at the end and basically either tied at the ankle. So I was doing that with my pants, and people thought I was absolutely like, what the heck are you doing? I really didn't care. I was like one of those kids. So, okay, I am wearing, all I put on my face is moisturizer. And I use the Kiehl facial moisturizer. Now, back then, well, in my 20s, I started using Clinique Dramatically Different lotion, moisturizing lotion, the yellow. I'm not wearing that. I'm not going to buy another moisturizer, quite frankly, because that's a little pricey. And why buy a pricey moisturizer that I'm not going to use? So, okay, I clearly remember this color. And I think back then, foundation was something that you probably didn't even want to look that natural. You wanted to look made up with foundation, and that's how I feel right now. So I'm going to go ahead in with my Revlon stick because I have to. That's why. Now, these sticks I did use in my early 20s. And I did love these, but I'm just doing a spot coverage right now because I could never, I don't think I could wear this all over my face. I just don't. Although I do have the Tom Ford foundation stick and I love it, but it is a full coverage. And I'm going to do a comparison. That's what I need to do. But for now, I'm going to stick with my old school stuff. My old school stuff. Now I'm going to use the MAC eyeshadow in haux, H-O-U. I'm not going to put any primer on. I didn't do that when I was younger, and I'm not going to do it now. This is a really pretty matte, I'd say brown, mauve color. Oh, look at that. It's still gorgeous. It's still a gorgeous color. Still. And that's what I used to do. I used to blow on. When I did use a brush for my eyeshadow, I blew on it. I didn't tap it like they do today. Whoop! Did you see that? Now, as far as the mascara is concerned, obviously I have eyelash extensions. I'm also not going to do the fancy circles because I didn't do that back then. Although it's hard not to do that when you're blending at this point. But what I did do was I would bring a little bit of I would bring the eyeshadow up. I would blend it lightly up so that it looked like I had a little bit of a highlight without putting on a lighter color. So it wasn't like I highlighted my brows, but I did put a lighter cover up there. I really used to do my eyes with the eyeshadow, like really. I loved it. I think somebody actually called me Boy George once. Some freaking girl that didn't like me. I didn't like her neither. She was a hater, whatever. But yeah, she called me Boy George. That's how much I used to do my eyes, though. Jealous. She was jealous. But that's kind of a light look that I would have done on maybe in my teenage years and my 20 years. I'd be full glam. A lot more than this, but don't matter. So I'm going to go in with the eyeliners. Now, I used a lot of black. And these were my eyeliners that I used, the Maybelline Expert Wear, it's called now, but I think it was just Maybelline eyeliner. Eyeliners, I remember Maybelline had it was like a palette with 2 different colors and a brush, and you know, I know I'm going way back in the day. I think this is what my mother used as eyeliner. But it was a brush, and you dabbed your brush into the color, and then you did your eyeliner that way. And they did a lot of wings back in the day too. So wings today, you know, we went through a big long period of time where you didn't do wings anymore. And now wings are like really back. Although I think wings are going away again. I don't see a lot of, I do see a lot of wings, but I also see a lot of people not doing wings. So I wonder if that's kind of fading out. I think to each his own when it comes to makeup, right? Now I did black. I did a lot of black. I did black on my on my eyelid, and I did black underneath. That's just something I don't do anymore. However, I'm still able to get the liners. Let's see if the formula is the same. The colors that I bought is medium brown, because I love brown, light brown, and blonde. I'm going to swatch them, and let's see what goes on here. From top to bottom is medium brown. In the middle is light brown, and the bottom is blonde. Wow, that's interesting. That blonde just looks almost like it could be a lip liner, honestly. I do not like the medium at all. I don't like the middle, I don't like the one in the middle, which would be light brown. And the one on the top looks like a red brown. On camera it does. I'm going to go with the medium brown. I'm not going to do black. I'm just not going to do it. These are very hard. The pencils are hard. But let's see. No, I'm not going in hard. I just don't do that. I have to go in soft because my eyes are older. Not a good idea. it almost hurts to try and get the color here. I think they need to change this formula and make it creamy. Okay guys, this eyeliner is an absolute dud for me. I'm not going to try and force it because they're hard. They're hard like a number 2 pencil. I'm not even going to try it. I literally felt like I was poking my eye. I was scratching and poking my eye. I think that this blonde would be a good lip liner. I really do. I'm going to try that. A nude lip liner. But it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. I'm trying stuff. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Triple Action Concealer. I have this in Ivory. This is the only color that they had. And I do like light concealers. And given the fact that I didn't even wear concealer back in the day, I do want to use this. And I'm not going to use a lot. I just want to brighten up my eyeliner. This is a very cooling applicator, but it is a weird. Gonna go in with the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, the old tried and true. And the thing is I don't know if they changed the formula on any of these old school makeups. I can tell you that they didn't on the eyeliner, no way, because they should know better by now. They should change the formula on that and make that much more creamy than what it is. With this, I'm just going to go in with my bottom lashes. I have eyelash extensions, although some have fallen out because I do have my fill appointment in 1 week. So maybe I'll go in some of the top lashes and see what happens. But oh, did I love this mascara. My sister hooked me onto this because my sister had those long, luscious, thick volume lashes, and this is all she used. She was my older sister, so I tend to copy my older sisters. And oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, that filled in that little gap right there nicely. Really nicely. This color is in black. This is the applicator. Nothing. Wow. That really filled in the gap. Nice. Really nice. Maybe I can do my little baby hairs here. Okay. All right, mascara is nice. Still has that thick formula that adds volume. I don't know if it adds length. I'll see. I'll do my bottom lashes. I have very sparse, thin, hardly there bottom lashes, so this will definitely tell me if it still works. Yeah, this is still nice. This mascara is really nice. I remember I knew someone, when I was using this mascara, I knew someone, a friend of somebody's wife. She was buying Lancome mascara, and that was my introduction to, actually that was my introduction to luxury makeup. She was buying the Lancome mascara, which was like, maybe it was $18 or $15 when we were paying $2 for mascara back in the day. And it was like, oh my God, she spends that much on mascara. But I ran to Macy's and bought that mascara because I just thought I was worth it. And that was in, oh, that was a an amazing, wonderful mascara, but I never had anything against this one. This mascara is still really nice. It's still really nice. My eyelashes actually match my extensions. I love this mascara. Okay. Good. We're going to go into blush and then lips. I don't know. All right. I'm going to do this on one side, the Tarte Cheek Tint, and I'm going to do the Benefit Tint on the other side. I'm just going to, because I want to try them both. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Blush. I love this blush brush. It's very small and precise. So you can see that that flushy, bright pink purpley color. So I think if I go in lightly with this, and since this foundation is very matte, I think I'm going to be okay. You can't really use this tint on a hydrating foundation, even if you use powder or put on powder. It's a watery formula, and when you're using a watery formula, you have to be really careful because it's going to interfere with your foundation, your moisturizer, other things all other products that you may have on your skin. This is more of a blush that you just want to throw on in the morning before putting anything on. It's like that, hey, I have company over and I need to look like I have some color. It's kind of that blush. It's not a full glam, full makeup blush. It just isn't, because it's going to break up your makeup. But it's working on this CoverGirl foundation so far. We'll see. Doesn't seem to be oxidizing at all. But I am a blush girl. I'm going to use more. And I really do think that this blush brush is perfect for it. Because this is definitely a quick blush. It's that quickie blush. It's that morning after blush. It's that walk of no shame blush. It's that, oh my gosh, we drank too much last night and you may forget what I look like blush. You know what I mean? Just kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm doing too much because I didn't do this when I was in my 20s. I really just did the apples of my cheeks, but it's okay. I did put it on my neck though. That's what I'm saying. I'm applying it with a brush in order to not interfere with the foundation, but this is the blush that you're supposed to put on your face and just psh, and be done. Really, it is, because it works best that way. It goes on really well, and I'm building it up, which honestly I didn't know this was so buildable. I like to do a little bit under my eyes because I did used to do that. I used to bring my blush way up here back when you could. But I kind of like that. This is not working for me. It's too light, too sheer. The kind of blush that I like now, I'm going to go this way, guys. See what happens. So you see, if I dab it on, now you can see the difference. And you really can't do this over foundation because you can see it. See the line? It breaks up your foundation. But listen, we're testing it, so I wanted to show you. Now if I dab in with a brush, it's not working. Totally broke up my foundation. Maybe, how did I use it back then? I don't remember. So this is the Love Tint. And what color is this? Oh, Love Tint, actually. So, okay. It's a red tinted lip and cheek stain, which I would not use for my lips. Now, when they came out with the Benefit Blush Tint, which was kind of the same color as the Tarte. And then a few years later, they came out with more colors. The formula of the newer colors is definitely different than the original, because the original was very liquidy. Too liquidy, actually. So I love this formula better. It goes on with the little dough applicator, and I'm just gonna, this color reminds me of the Rare Beauty red color. I cleaned my blush brush. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. I love e.l.f.'s blushes, but I'm gonna use the e.l.f. blush brush. The other one was the Putty blush. Now, I'm going to go easy. This formula is definitely different. It's not, it could be water-based, I'm not really sure. But it's thicker, it's definitely thicker. And it has more pigment, which I like. So it's not as sheer as the Tarte. I can already tell you I like that so much better. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. And this I'm just going to stay on, mostly on the apples of my cheeks. Maybe go up a little bit there. And then blend up in my forehead, because I always do that. That's really pretty. I mean, it's like a pinky red. All right, so that's a no, the Tarte. The Benefit is pretty, but it's not really working with that CoverGirl foundation. I actually think because my foundation is a little too matte, but I'm going to dab a little bit of it here just to even it out more, because I want to go in with the lips. So I would definitely want my cheeks to look even. So with this, I'm going to go from light to dark, or I guess dark, I don't know. I have quite a bit, so let's go. I'm going to put on the Smoky Rose without a lip liner. It's got a, it has a sheen to it, a very slight sheen. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful color. I'm going to actually use this without a lip liner, and then I'm going to put on the blonde lip line. Then I'm going to put on the blonde eyeliner, the Maybelline blonde eyeliner, and use this. I'm just curious. This color is gorgeous. There's no smell, no taste, and it's so comfortable. It is so comfortable. This is just as good as any high-end lipstick. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Now I'm going to try it with that blonde eyeliner. So just to swatch both, which is a little strange, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to try it anyway. it's just so hard, this liner. This is like a taupey gray on my lips. I like it. I like this better on my lips than on my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the Smoky Rose. This is, I feel so glamorous with this lip combination. Like, that goes together beautifully. Who would have thought? I just discovered something. That's gorgeous, you guys. It really is. Let me put those two together so I can remember it. I am smelling Noxzema on my face. The next one I'm going to put on is the Pick Me Up Matte 003. Honestly, I bet you this would be really nice in that with the blonde eyeliner too. This color, I think, is a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. As a matter of fact, let me go get that. I can only find my Pillow Talk lip gloss, so let's just compare the colors. So, wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. The top is the Revlon, and the bottom is Pillow Talk, which is much more pinky. Probably together it's gorgeous. But we're not doing that. Let's try it. These lipsticks, they're just so comfortable. They're matte but comfortable. I would use a lip liner with this, but for old school purposes, I'm not going to put one on. Make it pink. This is, I'm sure, too pink for me. But I would definitely use this with a lip liner. I love this light pink. But this goes with a lip liner for me, but I'm going to put it on anyway because this was the pink I used to wear. What? Okay, this looks like I'm going to a Halloween costume party. But just for the sake of you guys seeing this color, this is a color I would never... I did used to wear this with a dark tan, but when you're like friggin' 20, this could work, but not now. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, remembering this color. But I'm going to model this one. Shameless, number 014, matte. All right. That is a pretty color, very pretty. This is Shameless. This is gorgeous. I think this would be for fall or a night out. I love this color. Definitely would wear a lip liner with it, but not today. Actually, maybe you don't need a lip liner. This Shameless, get this one. We have the planes flying by with the signs, the advertising signs. You know, when they do that at the beach, we get quite a few of them flying over my house. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline 373 Mauve for me. This is Maybelline now, not Revlon. And I was a mauve girl. I loved mauves when I was younger. Let's see if I would like this one still. All right, this has a little bit of a smell. This is not matte. This is creamy. This is really, really pretty. Really pretty. It's pretty. And it kind of goes with my blush. Now, ta-da-da! Now we're at the plum. This was my staple. Naughty Plum 045 Revlon. My staple. I would run out, buy more, run out, buy another one, run out, buy another one, and then I don't know what happened. I haven't seen it in, what, 35 years maybe? 30 years? 35, 45. I'm 59. I'd say 35 years. Oh, that's scary. And what made me think of doing this was I ran into this. I went, oh, wait a minute, Naughty Plum, hold on a minute. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I got to do a whole face of old school. But let's see. And I looked really good in this color. I really did. As I'm putting this on, I so remember it. I just remember it. It's like a smoky plum with a pink iridescence to it. Now, L'Oreal had a color similar to it with more of a pink iridescence, but I just couldn't take I loved it so much I could not take the scent. They need to get rid of this scent because they have beautiful colors, but they make it impossible to wear. This is vampy. This is bold and vampy, but I'd still wear it. I would. I like it. I think it works with blue eyes, maybe? I don't know. I'm noticing my blue eyes a little bit more than normal. I never notice my eyes, actually, but I am right now. And I'm pretty sure that Fenty Beauty has a color similar to this that I have. That's more sparkly, though. But you can see almost like the blue and pink iridescence to it. I don't know, can you see that? Which is so cool. I would wear this. I like it. During the winter. Not during the summer. It's too vampy for summer. But I would totally wear this. What do you guys think? This is makeup that I used to wear from 33 to 43 years ago. And I can remember this lipstick like it was yesterday, honestly. I can remember a lot of this like it was yesterday. It's really crazy how time flies as you get older. And I lived a whole lifetime during that period. Like a lifetime. Marriages, divorces, kids, losses, careers, tragedies, celebrations, sports. It's just nuts that makeup can still bring you back in time. Makeup. Just like music. Some songs I can't even listen to anymore because it makes me so sad, but I don't know. Maybe it's the art of makeup. Makeup is so artistic to me. It's a way to release your creative side. But wow. I remember, like, out of everything that I just used, this lipstick, like, I remember putting this lipstick on for my parents' 25th wedding anniversary. I had to have this lipstick, and I think I ran out, so I had to run to all the stores to see if they had it. And one store had it. It was my go-to, and I had to have it for their anniversary. And they They were married for 65 years and their 25th wedding anniversary. I wore this lipstick, and if I go through pictures, this is what I will find on my lips. Wow. You know what? I love this. I don't think I look ridiculous. I think it's good for winter. But anyway, guys, that's it. I did most of the old school stuff that I could find that I used to wear, and what fun is that? Right? Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. And let me know what old school stuff or makeup that you remember using when you were maybe a teenager in your 20s. And I don't know, that's just fun to share. I want to hear it. I want to have that conversation because it's fun to look back and remember what you thought made you look pretty. Because how important is that, you know? Going through your teenage years and then 20, growing up, and, you know, makeup was something that not only was creative, but at the same time you were able to create a face that, you know, made you feel pretty. And how important is that? Made you feel better about yourself. Made you feel like you look good when you went out in the world. You know, even if you had a natural look and that made you feel pretty, that's good too. That's okay too, right? Anyway, love you guys. Until next time. That is not transfer proof.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, you're bored.
But we're done. We're done with this video. We're done. The like button.
Four, 3,